All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world. And once again, you're welcome to Let's Talk TV. Now, let us talk about a very critical issue because it is happening and it is trending in Biafran territory. Now, when a prophecy went round that Nnamdi Kanu is going to cause a serious issue in the zoo, people did not understand. And Nnamdi Kanu said it. He will be the end of zoo. And it is already happening. First of all, he is going to keep exposing the judicial system of the zoo. It is a known fact already because he is already doing it. Now, Nnamdi Kanu has, allegedly dragged Justice Tsoho and Justice Binta, Nyako, the two most corrupt justices in Zoological Republic of Nigeria. He has dragged them to the CJN, that is the Chief Justice of the zoo, currently. And this has actually brought in a reaction from different personalities and people in the zoo. Now, what is the issue? Now, the issue here is that the reality, the real thing, something has to be done. If not, the atrocities that is happening will continue to happen in the zoo. The lawlessness in the zoo has actually led to a lot of exposition, and these expositions are there for us to see clearly. And that is why somebody like Nnamdi Kanu, who make sure that he does not indict himself in anything that has to do with criminality, in anything that has to do with corruptions and the rest of them, is making sure that he will continue to expose, the judiciary and people like Justice Tsoho and Binta Nyako. Just the same way he exposed Binta Nyako during his last, case. The major reason why she cannot be part of that case because she has already recused herself. But because of the fact that the zoo government are holding Justice Binta Nyako ransom because of the atrocity that Justice Binta Nyako's husband and the son committed, she has continued, to put herself in that case because she is being held. We know the zoo, we know the Fulani oligarchy and how they use every kind of blackmailing to gain grounds, to do all kind of atrocious things to these people. That is why if you're working for the zoo, the greatest, weapon they have is, a sin or something you committed in the past. They're going to hold on to that and they will make sure they frustrate you with that thing. It's as simple as that. This is how they operate. This is how the system operates. And this is why the system has been working for them. That is why you see some people, they are not even able to talk. Because the zoo will continue to hold you to ransom. Whatever they want you to do, you will do it. People like Ojo Zogalo, yeah. People like their current Senate president, who is embarrassing himself here and there. That is how they hold people to ransom. This is Fulani. They give you everything. They give you everything in a corrupt way, in a corrupt system, so that they can continue to hold on to you. So, Nnamdi Kanu, who they know is an innocent man, will continue to drag them because of the evidences and everything against them. So, as I'm talking to you, he has taken them to the Chief Justice of the zoo. I'm going to play the main news to you because there's no reason reading out the news again because you get the full details. So by the time you finish watching this video, you will understand, one, the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is dragging them. Secondly, you will also understand the fact that Nnamdi Kanu will not, it might take long, will not lose. And lastly, you will understand the reason why the zoo will go down in few months or few years to come. They're already going down already. So once their judicial system is exposed and destroyed automatically onto the next thing, Nnamdi Kanu is a hero and he will always remain a hero to Biafra. Now, enjoy this news and make sure Neto Sariozioma to every Biafrans all over the world. They need to know and they need to understand what is happening in Biafraland.
Of Nigeria, CJN, over their evil plans against him. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome to Biafra Unite channel /television this very moment. Today's date is 27th of February 2025, and I have breaking information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people. Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has dragged Justice Binta Nyako and John Tsoho. Of course, you all know who John Tsoho is. John Tsoho was once a judge presiding over the case of Nnamdi Kanu in the year 2016. Now, this same John Tsoho was recused by Nnamdi Kanu himself before Justice Binta Nyako was assigned to oversee the case. Now, this same John Tsoho was actually promised by the administration of late Muhammadu Buhari that if he could jail Nnamdi Kanu, that they will make him the Chief Justice of the Federal Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu refused him to continue with the case after realizing the evil plan that Malami and his criminal gang were, cooking with this same man called John Tsoho. Nnamdi Kanu told him, because of your biasness, you can no longer preside over my case. Therefore, you are recused. And Justice Tsoho had no any other option than to recuse himself. Then they look for another corrupt judge, which is Justice Binta Nyako. That's why, even though they assigned this case to another judge, I don't know, because as I'm speaking to you now, the zoo government is shopping for judge. They are shopping for judge in order for them to transfer the case to him or her, whoever. So, what kind of judge do you think they are looking for? Another corrupt judge, just like Tsoho and Binta Nyako. It is in the open that Binta Nyako is one of the most corrupt justices in the entire Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, or probably in the entire African continent. A woman that her own husband, who they are still in marriage till today, is being accused of billions of naira fraud and money laundering as the then governor. You understand? So now this Justice Tsoho, after failing to continue with the case of Nnamdi Kanu in 2016, they did not reward him with the promise made to him of making him the Chief Justice of the Federal Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. So in compensation, just to compensate him, they gave him the Chief Justice of Federal High Court, Abuja. That's what they did for him. Now, this same Justice Tsoho is the one, assigning the case of Nnamdi Kanu to judges, or whichever judge he deemed fit that can, carry out their evil plans against Nwachineke, Nnamdi Kanu. So now Nnamdi Kanu, realizing what is going on, he has taken them to the Chief Justice of the zoo called Kekerekum. So I just give you this, background so that we can be able to read the news in details. And then if I still have something to say, I will say it before signing out. According to the headline from Channels Television, even though we have gotten the news already from the official X handle of Barrister Aloy Ejimaka, the special counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, let us read in full details. Nnamdi Kanu reports Abuja Chief Judge to CJN over case transfer. The IPOB leader is facing 7 counts of terrorism-related charges brought against him by the federal government. The detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has petitioned the Chief Justice of Nigeria, CJN, Justice Kudirat Kekerekun, urging her to direct the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Justice Tsoho, to reassign his case to another judge with proper jurisdiction. In a letter to the CJN, Kanu's legal team, led by Aloye Ejimako, argued that Justice Binta Nyako, who is currently presiding over the case, had already recused herself following Kanu's allegations of bias. Kanu is facing 7 counts of terrorist-related charges brought against him by the federal government of the zoo. Ejimako argued that legal principles dictate that once a judge recuses themselves, they are disqualified from further involvement in the case. He urged the CJN's administrative intervention to ensure that the case is reassigned. Once a judge voluntarily recuses themselves, the immediate legal consequences is that they are disqualified from further proceedings. A decision or order of recusal is akin to a ruling on jurisdiction and cannot be reversed arbitrarily, Ejimako stated, which is the truth. Ezioku Chineke. Ejimako also stressed that public perception and judicial integrity are at stake. But unfortunately, although the woman in question, Kudirat Kekerekun, looked like a responsible individual. Yeah, I don't know her background. I know she's a Yoruba woman from the southwest, but I don't know her very well. I don't know her history. I don't know her background. I don't know anything about her. I only know her name, her face, and her position as the CJN, the Chief Justice of the Zoo. I don't know any other thing about her because I haven't developed any interest of making a research about her. So she seems to be a very good person, and I believe she will, respond positively to this very call, because this is a genuine call. It's a genuine request. There is no amount of pressure that will allow Binta Nyako to come back and try Nnamdi Kanu. It's not possible. There is no, even Nnamdi Kanu has said it on his public address that he made just the other day. He said it. Binta Nyako can never stand to try Nnamdi Kanu anymore because she stands recused. She stands recused. So if also John Tsoho, the highly corrupt judge, John Tsoho, no matter how he tries, Binta Nyako is not coming back again to sit on Nnamdi Kanu's case. It's true. So Kekerekun, Justice Kekerekun, your lordship, your highness, your whatever name that you deem fit for your title, please do the needful. Even though we the Biafran people know what we know what Nigeria stands for, but at least do your own part and let the world see that you have done your own. And then we will see the result. Now, according to Barrister Ejimako also stressed that public perception and judicial integrity are at stake, warning that assigning a case to a judge who had recused themselves could erode confidence in the judiciary. Public trust in the court is crucial. If a judge unilaterally resumes a case after recusal, it creates a perception of partiality and undermines confidence in the judicial process, he stated, which is the truth. You see, the reason why I love this man, Aloye Ejimako, is that he tells you the truth. He looks into your eyes and speaks the truth to you. It doesn't matter who you are. He doesn't fear anybody. He doesn't even look at position. Because we are talking about a man that studied law in the United States of America. Are you paying attention? So, it doesn't matter who you are. He will tell you the truth. And this is a man that knows the law very, very well. He knows the Constitution. He knows the law. Remember, don't forget in a hurry that he is the one that mentioned the name, the crime that the zoo committed against Nnamdi Kanu, which we know today as extraordinary rendition. Yes. If not Barrister Ejimako, all those who them. What is the name? Ifajune Jofo and legally Uroko, or whatever they call him. a son for that matter. They did not know, or maybe they knew, but they don't want to say it, they don't want to pronounce it, they don't want to say it, because either they are afraid, or maybe they have soiled their hands with blood and evil. Maybe, allegedly. You understand? So, but our lawyer Nyako looked into the eyes of the zoo and told them, look, you have committed an international offense, which is called extraordinary rendition. And since then till today, since that 2021 till today, that very statement was made by our lawyer Nyako, the zoo has never gotten themselves out of the mess that they put themselves in the case of Nnamdi Kanu. That is the reason why they can never try him, because they lack jurisdiction to try Nnamdi Kanu. No matter any judge, let them bring the best judge in the zoo here, that same judge can never try Nnamdi Kanu. I'm telling you, because first of all, you must try Nigeria. Before you try Nnamdi Kanu on any case that you are alleging to have committed by the same Nnamdi Kanu, you must try Nigeria first for the crime that they committed against Nnamdi Kanu, for going all the way to Kenya and kidnapped him, and at the same time extraordinarily rendition him to the zoo. So you must try the zoo first, which the appeal court did. Appeal court tried the zoo by releasing Nnamdi Kanu, discharging him, and at the same time told the zoo government to pay him compensation with apology. That is how you try the zoo. You understand? Now, if individuals should be tried, that should happen in the International Criminal Court, ICC. Individuals like Malami, individuals like the then information minister of the zoo, Laya Mohammed. These individuals should be tried, and whosoever that was wearing that mask representing Tinubu, that person should be tried as well. So any good judge that you bring will still release Nnamdi Kanu and try the zoo. That is how it is. So when Nnamdi Kanu must have traveled to any part of the world where he chooses, then you can go there, submit your case, and start, trying to, extradite him to the zoo. Although by then, Biafra must have come. So whichever way, we are winning. I'm telling you, the only issue there is that our leader is suffering in a solitary confinement. That's all. Apart from that, whichever way, we are winning. Biafrans are winning. I'm telling you. Now, in conclusion, they said, Nyako further revealed that Kanu had lodged a formal complaint against Justice Nyako with the National Judicial Council on January 14, 2025, and that the petition was still pending. He further urged the CJN to use her authority to ensure a fair trial, either by transferring the case to another judge in Abuja or a court in the southeast, which is the truth. Because they claim that the crime was committed in the southeast, so why are you trying him in Abuja, which is not central? As a matter of fact, Abuja alone has no, or any other part of the zoo has no jurisdiction, no matter the judge they bring. There is no any other part of the zoo that has the qualification, the jurisdiction to try Nnamdi Kanu. It has to be done here in the east. I'm telling you, it has to be here. If it's not in the east, no any other part of the zoo has the jurisdiction to try Nnamdi Kanu, because the said crime, the alleged crime, was never committed in those areas. So why are you trying him there? The zoo is in trouble. In fact, all could be over. All could be over, I'm telling you. And whatever you are doing, make sure that you keep praying, not only for Nnamdi Kanu's health, but also for the immediate release of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Mazi Simon Ekpa. Because it is because of the existence and activities of Mazi Simon Ekpa in this very struggle that made Nigeria never illegally jailed Nnamdi Kanu since 2021 till today. I'm telling you the truth, because enwere onya na-atụ egwu. Fana eme fana eme, fana enekwa anyị na onwere nwa amadi no somewhere a na-atụ egwu, because ama anything family bakam. In fact, the zoo will shut down completely overnight. So you know me Mazi Simon Ekpa puta from Akajia. Thank you, my people. To salo no mozia kona bottle and make it go viral.